Welcome to Three Geeks. Thanks, Mike. Welcome to the Three Geeks Podcast. My name is Jay, joined by Rondell and Mike. Max is currently en route from switching from his phone to his computer. He would be here right now, but he's going to his computer, so he will be here in a second. Anyway, let's just get the introductions going out. Mike, check out Mike's YouTube channel at youtube.com/Mike McGTV. It's right there on the bottom of his screen underneath his name. There is a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of Three Geeks McG TV collaborations going on. You've got your cast that you do with Dan, the Chat Cave, is that right?
The Chat Cave, yeah.
To the Chat Cave, which is a lot of fun. I've listened to the first two, and Making a Murderer. Me, Mike, and Liz, my wife, discussed that ad nauseum. So definitely go check that out. My wife lended her vocal talents to Harley Quinn on a short Mike recently did, which is the Suicide Squad, reacting to the Suicide Squad trailer. It's funny. I'm not just saying it as Mike's friend. I'm saying it as somebody who likes watching short videos on YouTube. It is fun.
Saying it as Liz's husband too. But also, I think the best compliment to her video is the fact that you were just like, I didn't even recognize her voice. Like, I'm like, yeah, very good acting there. So yeah,
she's way better than my Leonardo. We were sitting on the couch next to each other. She didn't tell me. She had mentioned that Mike wanted her to do it with her, but she said, I told Mike that if I wasn't good enough, just to let me know, and he could cut me. So I'm watching it with her, and I'm like, did Mike cut you? Because it didn't sound like her. So, yeah, that was fun. I'm noticing we have viewers. If you are watching, listening, please send in comments. We have the Q&A up. You can also tweet us at 3 Geeks Podcast. I am monitoring that feed as well. And send in comments, questions, and all that stuff. It would be fun. Let's get started. So let's address the elephant in the room. Tonight, the X-Files comes back. And I wasn't growing. I was growing up. I wasn't super into this show, but I remember watching Fringe, and I'd watch it with Philip. Halfway through season 3, I'm like, this show just makes me think that if the X-Files was around today, the kind of budget that they would have, like, it would be something special. So I'm really hoping that that's what we get tonight is the X-Files of 2016. We get to see what they can do now, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. Mike, what are your thoughts on the X-Files coming back?
Definitely from growing up, I definitely grew up watching X-Files. Not maybe as regularly as others, but definitely enjoying the episodes when they came on and being thoroughly creeped out by some of the premise. And was a big fan of the first movie, not so much a fan of the I Want to Believe movie. But I'm optimistic about this return to television, and hopefully they can, kind of hit the stride pretty well that they hit when they were really successful with the original series. I've read a couple of spoiler-free reviews saying that like the first episode takes a bit to get into, but after a while, you really start to get that nostalgic feel and good feel back again for that show. So I'm a fan of Duchovny and Anderson, and I'm looking forward to what is in store for tonight.
Max, as somebody who's kind of on the outside of the X-Files fandom, what are your thoughts on the premiere tonight?
Yeah, X-Files. I'm really kind of indifferent. I was actually about to go watch it with a friend of mine, and he said that he doesn't want to go, so I was like, cool, no, I don't have to. I'm not a huge X-Files fan. I never really got into it. I really watched like 1.5 episodes, and it happened to be the Face on Mars episode, I think, or the Face on the Moon episode, which one that was. But it's one of the worst episodes of the entire show, apparently. I just never got into it. That really left a sour taste in my mouth. I hope it's good. I want it to be good, so that way maybe I will get into it. But I don't really, I'm not excited for it.
Yeah, I am actually, like I was saying before, as somebody who's not a fan of the show, I'm probably way more excited to watch the show tonight than I should be. And yeah, I really am. 54 minutes I will be going upstairs to watch the show, and I hope it really delivers. Philip and I, maybe Max, will, if Max watches it, we'll jump on tomorrow and give our thoughts, because they're doing the 2-day premiere, which I think is weird because they're only doing 6 episodes and they're blowing 2 of them in the first week. But hey, it's more TV if it's good, right? It can't be any worse than Heroes, which Mike reminded me about earlier. And I'm not going to rant. I'm saving it for our Heroes review. But yeah, X-Files. I love the fact that we live in a world where nerds are getting the TV that they want. You know, we've got the X-Files coming back. Twin Peaks is coming back. What recently came back? Something else came back recently. Anybody? All right. Anyway, we got a lot of good shows coming up, and I'm looking forward to it. Rondell, you told me you're not really an X-Files guy?
No, I didn't really get into it or watch it at all. I've maybe seen part of an episode. I could care less whether or not it came back at all, but I'll DVR it and catch up, watch it sometime and see if I get into it, but I don't have any expectations.
I wonder if they're going to make it somewhat standalone so the people that haven't seen the X-Files can jump in. Mike, you got an answer to that? I saw you read some reviews.
I believe that it'll definitely be within the mythology that they established already and everything. But I believe the idea is that it's going to be kind of a standalone arc with some ties maybe to whatever the kind of bigger story that was at play in the original series was, but it's supposed to be a little bit more standalone, I guess. I can't say for certain. As long as it's not as standalone, like I said, as the second movie, because that one, it was completely had nothing. It was so far removed from anything having to deal with X-Files, and was it touched upon a lot of faith-based. They were going for almost X-Files meets Silence of the Lambs feel for that movie. So I'm hoping they do maintain their own brand, they do maintain their own style. But if they gotta tell a separate story, that's fine, because I totally understand, because the big reveal of the previous seasons, the previous show, wouldn't have much impact now since 2012 is over.
Yeah, I watched an interview with Chris Carter and David Duchovny, and they said the first episode and the 6th episode deal heavily into the back mythology, and then the middle episodes are, the Monster of the Week standalone style with a little bit of serialization mixed in. But I'm sure they're going to try their best to make this 6th episode stand on its own, so they can bring in new fans and try to get people to go back and revisit the series, because they just released them on Blu-ray. So
Well, I hope they left out that stupid fucking Face on Mars episode.
I don't think I'm there yet. I'm in season 4 of my X-Files viewing binge.
Yeah. I don't even know when it was, but good God. Terrible episode.
Our buddy Mike McGee has been busy. He's in talks to direct Masters of the Universe. Oh, wait, that's another McGee. The director of...
I was like, damn, fuck yeah. Let's see it.
The director of Terminator Salvation is looking to take on Masters of the Universe. Max, what are your thoughts? You hope they get Dolph Lundgren back?
No. I think maybe he's playing Skeletor. That would be fucking awesome. Get Dolph Lundgren to play Skeletor. I'm down. I don't care how stupid that fucking movie is. Yeah, I don't know. But other than that, man, sure, why not? I hope it's not dumb.
Channing Tatum will be Prince Adam.
I could deal with that, I suppose. I watched The Hateful Eight, and I didn't hate Channing Tatum in that movie. I guess I can't spoil it for not everyone in the room has seen it, and I don't want to be that big of a douche. But I don't hate Channing Tatum anymore, and I feel like he would be a good Prince Adam, as long as, again, Dolph Lundgren plays Skeletor.
Okay, I gotta change the subject for just a second, Max.
No!
You're like the biggest Channing Tatum hater in the world. So now, after seeing The Hateful Eight, how do you feel about him playing Gambit? Has your thoughts changed at all?
No, dude, that movie's gonna fucking suck, and Channing Tatum's gonna fucking suck as Gambit.
I just wanted to see if, because you're singing his praise for Master of the Universe.
I mean, Yeah, that's fine because Masters of the Universe I don't care about, dude. That movie can suck. Like, it's fine, whatever. Do whatever you want. I mean, like, have you watched the He-Man cartoon? Like, that
I was totally making that up too. That's not an actual like casting thing.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, whatever. Yeah, again, Dolph Lundgren's probably not going to be Skeletor, even though that would be fucking awesome. And if Dolph Lundgren does turn out to be Skeletor, you heard it here first. I fucking called it.
Moviepilot.com is running with the story Channing Tatum and Masters of the Universe. They're watching and running with it.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. I'll watch him in that movie. I mean, I watched fucking stupid air skating fucking Queen incest movie with Mila Kunis that he did, so I mean, I suppose I could sit through a Masters of the Universe. What was that movie called?
Eddie Redmayne as Skeletor, except he has to act exactly the way he acted in that movie, with the yelling and the whispering. I'll get you, He-Man, or maybe not.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to see, like, because you said, Channing Tatum didn't bother you as much after watching Hateful Eight. I just wanted to see the scope of the hate. Sorry.
Yeah, he's just come underneath the hate radar, so I don't know if I'm not sure if he's just flying low, waiting to because radar only works so well, or if he's actually just good. I'm not sure about that yet, but I don't hate him anymore. I can definitely say that I don't hate him anymore.
Rondell, what do you think of Channing Tatum and Masters of the Universe? Run with the story.
As long as his wife plays Evil Lynn, I'm down.
Channing Tatum has a wife? Who's his wife?
Oh, she's nice. I don't know what her name is, but
but she's hot.
Mrs. Tatum, Mrs. Tate Young.
Oh, man. I just want to run a disclaimer. Mike's already said it once, but Channing Tatum is not actually in Masters of the Universe, and the whole reason I threw a movie pilot is because they like to run with made-up stories that has no validation at all.
We're trying to generate content here, people. Come on. Just go with the fun rumors.
It is fun rumors. Yeah, make an Expendable style Masters of the Universe. I could watch that. Just like all of those guys come in and be in this movie. It's gonna be silly. I can't watch a He-Man cartoon to save my life as an adult. Like I've tried to go back and kind of revisit it as an adult to try to recapture some of my youth, and it is almost unwatchable. It is not very good. Max, you guys should cover that on Animaniacs. Max,
sorry, I took forever to get to the microphone button. And I also was not paying attention the entire time you guys were talking just now, just because I was looking for comic book news.
I said, Max, you guys should do He-Man for Animaniacs.
No, I'm not gonna do that. There's no way that I've tried to rewatch that before. It can't be done. It's like worse than trying to sit through the Star Wars Christmas special. It's terrible. I mean, yeah, no, I can't do it.
You take that back. Nothing is worse than sitting through the Star Wars Christmas special.
I mean, I'll admit, I was pretty sure that it is impossible to sit through the entire Star Wars Christmas special, but then I met 4 people who did it. Now, it just takes a certain level of masochism. But yeah, apparently it can be done, and I think we missed out this year when it all kind of fell apart. Our little Christmas party plans to watch it, because I think we would have had it. I think we would have done it this year, and been severely fucking drunk.
Oh, it will happen next year, and we will be severely drunk, and it'll be fantastic. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Mike, have I discussed this with you yet?
Masters of the Universe wasn't really my jam. I was a Ninja Turtle, Transformers kid, so yeah, Masters of the Universe, I never really got into it. I never really got into the mythology of, what was the name of the place they were from?
Grayskull?
Grayskull? Okay. No, that was the castle, right?
It was Castle
Eternia. That was the name.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fuck if I know, dude.
And all I remember from it was a scantily clad hero and a bunch of roided out people and a wizard with a top hat.
And the most homoerotic thing till Top Gun happened.
There you go. Tom Cruise for Prince Adam. There we go.
That guy's old. He looks old in the Mission Impossible movie.
But he'll do his own stunts. He'll get electrocuted with a big sword if he has to in real life.
Yeah, he owns the studio, so he can do that. Moving on to Star Wars Episode 8 has been pushed back to December. I kind of saw this coming because before they made this announcement, they said that they were working on rewriting part of the script, so it was only a matter of time. I don't blame them. Whether that is the issue or whatever the reason is they moved it, you can't tell me that the money that this Episode 7 made in December wasn't like a deciding factor in this. We're going to get Star Wars movies every December now, and that's going to be Star Wars, and they're going to own it. I mean, to the point where Avatar had that month ready for Avatar 2 to come out, and now they don't even have a release date. They completely moved away from December, and I just find that fascinating because everybody was, all the news people were running with Star Wars vs. Avatar 2017. Max, what do you think of Star Wars getting pushed back?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. That's fine, whatever, man. Like as long as they make it good, like I don't care. They can push this shit back to 2018. Make a good movie. That's all I want is good movies. So do whatever you need to make that happen. Because I mean, if I lived through the fucking 10-year gap of movies, or how long was it, since Return of the Jedi till the prequels happened, and then how long from the prequels until now? Like we sat through all of that. So why don't you guys take instead of taking time and deciding to make crappy movies, why don't you take time and decide to make good movies? Yeah, I'm totally cool with them pushing it back. Do whatever you need. I'm not gonna be like, I can't believe I'm not gonna see it in November. Like that's ridiculous.
Mike?
It's fine by me too. Yeah, it's like take your time, make the best movie possible, and forget Avatar. Jesus, who's really demanding Avatars 2 through 97?
Oh,
it's like
I love Avatar. Come on. It was gonna be. I think they're like Avatar versus Star Wars. They should have been go watch Avatar and Star Wars together. Spend 18 hours at the movie theaters watching movies.
Dude, cool. We said all we needed to say with one Avatar movie. There's still plenty more to say in Star Wars, I think.
Apparently Avatar 2, 3, and 4 are going to take place underwater. But I'm in the same boat as you, Mike. Apparently there's a lot of people clamoring for an Avatar sequel. I had no idea. I don't get it. I've seen it before.
This is that whole thing back when that movie first came out, because there were people were like, I wish Pandora was real. I could live there. And they were like, they painted themselves blue. It's like, it wasn't cosplay. Like, these people wanted to become 9-foot-tall cats. That was the whole thing. Like, oh man, well, we wish our planet was as lovely as Pandora. I'm like, yeah, then it was, and then we fucked it up. That was the whole moral of that first movie, right? Humans ruin everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the first Avatar was a cinematic experience, in my opinion, as somebody who's not a big fan of the film, but to go and watch it, when I left that theater, I had a really good time watching it, and I've tried to watch it on home video, and it's not the same experience whatsoever, but to see a sequel in the theaters with hopefully that same magic, the same cinematic experience, I'm looking forward to it. And as far as Star Wars goes, they could make us wait 19 years. As long as they don't make us wait 30 years again for a good Star Wars movie, I think the fans are going to be pretty happy. What, Max?
So you're cool with 19, but not.
Oh, crap, I totally
Cool
forgot.
with 19. Yeah.
No, crap about I saw Avatar. I was on psychedelic mushrooms, and I watched that movie in 3D, and it was the best thing. It was the best thing ever. But yeah, I don't know that they could recapture that. I don't know that coming back to this place is going to do any good. I'm kind of interested to see what story they're going to tell, but James Cameron is always more about advancing the industry with his movies than he is about with like making solid movies. There's generally holes in his movies that you can kind of like drive Mack trucks through. But
He thought Terminator Genesis was good.
yeah, he thought Terminator Gynecology School was good. Yeah, no, but like I'm always interested to see a James Cameron movie because it's gonna be visually and technically great. But we'll see about how the story goes.
Rondell, anything to add?
It'll likely be, like I said, an interesting movie to watch. I had no desire for a sequel. Didn't know they were planning on doing one, so don't really care. But if it comes out, I'll watch it.
They're not just doing one; they're doing 3. We're getting 3 more Avatar movies. And James Cameron saying that Terminator Genesis was good was just his way of saying, "I'm getting the rights back in 2 years, no matter what you guys do." So, and he gets paid for that movie, so of course he's going to promote it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We have, what else do I have? The box office. We'll discuss the box office, even though I don't know how many of these movies we've all seen. Life's been busy this week. Number 1, The Revenant, pulled in $16 million. Number 2, Star Wars Episode 7, which Episode 7 was a third last week, right? Pulled in $14.3 million. Ride Along 2 still in the top 5 with $12.3 million. Dirty Grandpa makes its premiere with $11.5 million, and The Boy in at $11.3 million. Max, what do you think of the box office? Star Wars and The Revenant moving up a little bit.
Yeah, not surprising. Those movies are, Oscar bait for X, Y, and Z reasons. So yeah, I hope they, carry on with the strong showing. Star Wars is ridiculous. This is what, week 6, 7, or what week are we in for that one?
I think 7.
And it's pulling 2. That's surprising to me. Like I didn't think it would be hanging out in the top 2 this. It was 3 last week, but still, that's kind of surprising to me. I thought it'd still be making money, but not that much. The Boy with the chick from Walking Dead, is that what's that, number 5?
Yes.
Okay, so there's the problem is, and the thing that's helping Star Wars is that there's literally nothing else out.
Yeah, at least in the genre, especially.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's not fucking 6 other movies you could go watch instead of Star Wars to put it where I feel it should be, just logically speaking. That's surprising to me because The Boy, like that random horror movie with the chick from The Walking Dead in it.
Well, you do know January is the toilet bowl of Hollywood. That's where they dump all the movies that they know aren't going to be big. The comedies are hit and miss, but especially horror. Horror gets dumped in January if it sucks. And action movies.
Well, there you go.
And I just pulled it up. Star Wars has hit $1.94 billion worldwide. They're about to cross the $2 billion point. What do they need to beat Titanic? Anybody know? Max is dancing.
No idea. I'm just doing the Star Wars is winning dance.
All right, Mike, what are your thoughts on the box office?
Cool. Good for The Revenant. Since I've been hearing it's been pretty good. I still need to go see it. Good for Star Wars. Yeah. December's a good spot for that film because nothing else will want to challenge it now at this point. So anything that tries to will be sorely pummeled, I guess. Like Max was saying, it's like there's really no competition around this time of year. Like, yeah, The Boy. Okay, that's a horror movie. Ride Along 2. Okay, that's a sequel to a comedy that kind of worked. So I'm sure the sequel will work just as well. What was 4?
Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa. De Niro, sure, but that's what I would go watch for is the De Niro factor. How many tweens out there are big De Niro fans?
A little bit. Sorry, that was the best I got.
Did you watch The Intern?
What's that?
Did you see The Intern?
No, I did not.
No. It was okay. De Niro's.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you like De Niro, I'm sure it's a fine enough movie.
I actually felt like he was kind of acting in that one.
If you were, say, like an 11 or 12-year-old or 13-year-old kid, which one would you? I mean, you can't go see Dirty Grandpa anyways, unless you ask for a PG-13 version of that movie. But, I mean, which one would you rather go see? It's like, oh yeah, starring this kind of funny older dude, or Laser Swords and Aliens. It's like, which one will probably appeal to you a little bit more?
Laser Swords.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, what's the big sci-fi thing that's come out in January so far? It's that young adult thing with Hit Girl in it.
Fifth Wave.
Yeah, that didn't even make top 5. Wow.
He looks stupid.
It does. And, I mean, that's the whole deal. It's like, yeah, Star Wars has literally nothing to go against with regards to its own genre at this time of year, so no surprise there. And this is a perfect, like, roosting spot for it.
By releasing in December, they claimed 2 months.
Yeah, and half of February.
Yeah. Well played, Disney.
And I pulled it up. Titanic's box office record is $2.187 billion, so Star Wars is close. Do you think it can grab another $200 billion or $200 million to make the number 2 spot?
Hopefully. I don't understand why Titanic was... I didn't understand why Titanic was so big back then. I don't understand it now.
Because, like Max said, it is visually stunning, and it had a lot of word of mouth, and it hit at the right time.
Chicks just ate it up, man. Friends was happening, and freaking NSYNC, and the Backstreet Boys, and then Titanic.
I got a little bit of video game news since Philip couldn't make it. We hope you get well soon, buddy. But the only video game news story I have, Mike Tyson makes his return to video games, and Lil Mac is nowhere to be seen. He will be returning in EA Sports UFC 2. Does anybody care? Rondell, what do you think?
No, like we were talking earlier. If it would have been like a new Punch-Out, great. But no.
Max? Max is shaking his head no for my audio listeners.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It takes me forever to get to that button. I was hoping I could sneak in some more comic book news search there, but it bit me in the ass again. No, I don't care at all.
Mike,
whatever.
anything?
Mike Tyson's not coming back. Mike Tyson's motion-captured face put on a younger, faster body to motion capture his moves is coming to the video game. This is not, and his voice maybe.
Oh, Mike, you got a Mike Tyson impression, don't you?
Not like a Yeah, I'm coming back to UFC. Yeah, you'll see me back there in UFC, and it's gonna be pretty crazy, you motherfucker.
Wait a minute. It's a UFC game?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But he's a boxer.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to sound stupid.
How does that make any sense? He's going to, like, box someone, and they're going to kick him in the face, and the fight's going to be over.
If it was Punch-Out, I would give a shit, but it's not. Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. Who gives a fuck? He's a boxer.
Oh, if you're wondering why Max is cussing, it's because our last video did not get to the 10 likes that we asked for. So if you can get this video to 10 likes, next week's podcast will be delivered PG.
Oh yeah. We weren't at 10, so I can just fucking go. There's nothing to hold me back.
That's right, Max. You can.
But you can make it stop at any time, people. All we gotta do is get to 10 likes.
I do want to just bring up one more news story because I know this is going to make my buddy Max happy. The Broncos are going to the Super Bowl. Max, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Broncos back in the Super Bowl.
Little previous sports nerds right here. Sorry.
Yeah, man. I didn't think they were going to do it. They grounded out. Defense is the name of the game. Won 20-18. Beat the great Tom Brady. Sent him home packing. I know that like the rest of the nation is cheering with us because everybody hates the Patriots, and So yeah, no, I'm feeling good right now, man. I'm feeling super good. It's great when your team's going to the Super Bowl. You know, I went to the. I just hope it's not like my fantasy season where I went to the Super Bowl and then got my fucking ass kicked.
Rondell, what are your thoughts on the Broncos going to the Super Bowl?
Great analogy, man. Great analogy.
Yeah, shut up, Rondell. You fucking suck.
Have you gotten your trophy yet?
No.
No, we're getting his name put on it. You fucking dick.
Just wondering.
I mean, I'm glad that Peyton won. You know, Broncos are going. Hopefully, if they manage to be able to pull it out, he'll just walk off into the sunset. Don't come back for another year.
Hey man, like John Elway, you know what I'm saying? Get the ring, get the fuck out. I'm down for that.
Go. But the way the Panthers are looking right now,
oh god.
The Panthers are winning 34-15.
Oh my god, dude, they're so good. Cam Newton is so good. I'm not looking forward to this game at all. They're just so good. It's not fair.
Rondell and Max and Philip are the three geeks that are really into sports, but the rest of us will be on the podcast that evening talking everything that happened in the world of comic books, movies, and everything. So, but hey, if you do like sports and you are listening to us, check out Sports Nerds. They do a lot of fun stuff, and this was a little preview. And Max, Rondell said like 35 words when you talked about sports. You should bring him on as a guest for Sports Nerds.
I would love to have Rondell on as a guest for Sports Nerds, except I fucking hate his guts. I mean, it's still kind of raw right now. He's like, dude, that trophy's so awesome. I'm gonna tell you, like, it's so fucking cool, and I was this close to winning.
Hey man, shorten the playoffs to 1 week.
Oh, dude, I got robbed. I would have walked away with that thing. Oh my god. All
right. Take a break from the sports show and go back to the nerd show. Max, what do you got in the world of comic books?
Nothing!
Haven't you been looking up news this whole cast?
There's just nothing interesting going on, really. It's just more of the same.
DC's about to reboot their universe to fit
again?
TV and movies.
Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Secret Wars ended, and it was kind of like the death of the Fantastic Four.
Oh.
Awesome. Even that was really undercut because it's like, and here was a big problem with that too, is because Secret Wars was still going on even when they relaunched everything, the all new, all different. So a lot of the tension you were feeling for that story wasn't really felt because it's like, oh hey, Johnny Storm showed up in Amazing Spider-Man #3, and the Thing's out in space with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
That was really bad. I mean, I'm hoping the story was good because now that it's done, I can go get the trade. But yeah, I mean, and it was their goodbye to the Fantastic Four until they get some movie rights back because that's pretty much what the dude said is going down. Like they're just not gonna advertise for somebody else. So that happened. And I can't say that I'm too sad about it though, because I haven't. The only Fantastic Four that I really liked was Ultimate Fantastic Four, and that's really only a good up through trade 6 or 7, I think, and then it kind of peters out. So there's that.
Yeah, they want those Fantastic Four rights back, and I don't think that they're sabotaging the comic book necessarily because Fox owns the rights, because they haven't done that to the X-Men characters. I think they're doing it because Fox is sabotaging their characters, and they're not going to do anything to try to help that.
Well, and also the books weren't doing great money-wise anyways. The books weren't selling, so they like relaunch and cancel, then relaunch again, then cancel, and nothing would keep readers there, so they just quit.
Yeah, no, it was like the lowest sold comic book too.
If they really wanted to like sabotage the characters, they'd like make them all. They take the X-Men and they'd like change all of their races and then make them all like transsexual something or other, and then just like completely change the tone of the books, and so that people have such a bad taste in their mouth that they wouldn't go watch the movies. That would be sabotage. They're just cutting their losses.
Well, that is our cast for you guys today. Check out Mike over on YouTube at youtube.com/MikeMcGTV and check out all the fun stuff he's doing with various members of the Three Geeks Podcast. Like I said, he's got the podcast with Max to the chat cave. Yep. With Dan, they discuss 70s. What do you do with Dan? Exploitation movies.
Exploitation type movies, bad movies that are just fun, bad movies. Like, I believe the next one we'll be doing this coming week will be Planet of Dinosaurs from 1978.
Nice. And he's got a lot of reaction stuff, movie reviews, little shorts that he animates and voices and brings various members of us over to do so. And our channel, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Frady Geeks is back. We're on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. Animaniacs is back to a somewhat regular schedule. Tuesday nights around 9 o'clock, Max. Is that right?
Yeah, around then.
Sports Nerds, where's that?
I think it's going to be mostly Saturdays. We're trying to get one on Tuesday also, so we'll see how that goes.
Awesome. I think you should try to get a hold of Philip and Mike and do something tonight when the Super Bowl teams are announced.
That would be pretty cool. I might try that.
And, yeah, definitely check that out. We're working on getting more stuff. There will be some kind of reaction video for the X-Files posted probably tomorrow, so look for that. And thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.